Ethereum US dollar trading update. I want to show you something. So I took a fair amount of stick for issuing concern on Ethereum, and it is now shown that it was not a technical issue. It wasn't a failure of systems. There was a giant sell, people exiting from Ethereum in a bear situation, a multi-million-dollar market sell. That would have been, I expect, in a number of orders. It resulted in orders being filled from 317.81 all the way down to 224. That's a 30% crash. I did caution that that could be possible. And this slippage then started a cascade of approximately 800 stop-loss orders. So the guys trading on margin fund on GDAX, and this didn't just occur in GDAX, causing ETH to temporarily trade as low as a fraction of a dollar, 0.110 cents. I've actually met somebody on our trading team that got filled on a $15 order, and interviewed him already prior to the event. So that is, I know that it traded down there, and I've seen that. Now that wouldn't have been a standard market. This would have been the acceleration of the margin liquidations. It's not that people thought it had suddenly become worth 10 cents, and it did subsequently have a rebound up. But that is what you'd call a flash crash, triggered by initial panic selling, then further exacerbated by leveraged traders being shaken out. How many times? Just about every clip I say, stay in the game, stay in the game, do not use leverage. And I have guys saying, why do you say do not use leverage? You get into a situation where you've got a very heavily and aggressively bought coin that has gone parabolic for a while. It will, and it can still go up to $1,000 by the end of this year, by the way. But just in terms of what I wanted everyone to understand, when things have run really, really powerful, they've gone parabolic, they've overshot, and you get setups. The first one we spotted, it continued up instead of reversing the next one. Boy, is it reversed. Effectively, it's traded at a tenth of a dollar. Effectively, it's traded at a tenth of a dollar. My view is it probably should have traded to a low of about 224 from the 317, and maybe a few other orders being triggered as a result of that big seller could have taken it maybe below 200 in a normal stable market. Because of the leveraged hands, because there's guys sitting leveraged long in Ethereum, and because there's no market depth in this immature world where people don't understand trading systems, and there's not sufficient buy and ask stack underneath this, it dips all the way down to a few speculative buyers that had orders at ridiculous amounts, probably left from years ago when they missed a chase on Ethereum, now getting filled. So Ethereum was due a bit of a cooling off, not to these levels. This is the instability or the instability of the system when you include leverage in it. You get algo forced selling, and if there's not enough buyers in the stack, it goes all the way down the rack. And that's what's happened. So that's the update on an ever-growing situation in the Ethereum part of this. I'll just show you one poor guy who was on the wrong side of that. I hope this link will show up. No, it's going to be too big. I'll post the link in the notes. I got liquidated. I'll just read it. I got liquidated GDAX. I had sold 10k worth of Ether for $16. Please God, is there anything I can do? No, there isn't. Bad news. Feel sorry for the guy. He got liquidated $10,000 for 16. Wow. And anyone who had bought about 3,000 Ethereum at $10 would be a millionaire today on that flash crash. So guess what? There's going to be more speculative guys in the rack, I'm sure, from here on onwards. Anyway, be careful out there. Understand how markets work and the inherent instability. Also understand coins can overshoot, and that means they can go down hard. And I was trying to get that warning out there, and I felt maybe in the crypto community particularly, I'm used to dealing with traditional trader audience. There was a lot of pushback and resentment, and you've cost me money, it went further higher. This is what I was referring to, and this is some of the steam being let out of Ethereum. That all said, wouldn't surprise me this all to be shaken off. Crypto days are, dog years, and it's still potentially doing something quite insane for the year later on in the year. So let it work, let it shake off its hangover. That doesn't mean it's gone from glory boy. You've got to avoid the emotional swings of being, it's the new Bitcoin, it's only going to be the best, this is going to be the most dominant coin all the way. It still could be, to flashing to, oh crap, it's got so many scaling issues, it's got this issue, it's got that issue, it's got this. Everyone's talking from one extreme suddenly on one day to another on the next. Just stay balanced, watch the charts, see what's happening. This will recover in my view, but that should have let off some of the steam that was building up in the bull argument so that it can start a recovery. This is Francis giving you the update on the ETH USD trading flash crash.